It has been found that when a woman is under the age of 20 and she gets pregnant, it is called teenage pregnancy. I know you are wondering, like, where am I coming from? I will say that I've seen a lot of teenagers that have been put in a family way at the time where they did not expect, because the pregnancy is definitely unplanned. I wouldn't say it's unwanted, but it is unplanned. Because if a child at the age of 13, 14 is pregnant and the child is not thinking of what to do with her life, she's now start thinking of the child and how to cater to the child. It causes a lot of issues, even to the society, to our family, to our friends, and even to ourselves. So I would say, please, it's high time we start creating advocacy and awareness about this. And how can we help people that are that are experiencing this at this moment, or maybe have experienced teenage pregnancy, because it is going to affect them for life. Because a teenager that her life has been cut off from being a child, from being a teenager at a very young age, at the age of 15, 14, 16, and has been putting and the responsibility to cater to a child has been laid upon her at that young age. That child will be burdened with so much responsibility, and that child needs help. The child might be exposed to obstetric fistula, can be exposed to preeclampsia, can be exposed to hemorrhage, can be exposed to so many, even to HIV infection. The child is vulnerable of so many diseases. And this could have been avoided if there is no provision of contraceptive. I would say we need to create more advocacy for contraceptive. Yes, my faith may not really accept this, but this is the society that we live in. And I would say we need to make contraceptive available at premier health care centers, and there should not be any stigma attached to it. A child should be a teenager, not a child. A teenager, if the child is sexually active, please let that teenager access contraceptive. I think it is better for us to prevent the pregnancy in that way than for us to start dealing with side issues like teenage pregnancy and the consequences that come with it. So please, to our organizations, institutions watching this video, please provide that teenager with that contraceptive. I know, yes, you can provide the teenager with advice, with counseling, but if you know that counseling will not really help, I will say provide the child with contraceptive. Let the child have access to it. Our parents watching this video, you know that your child is having, sexual intercourse. Please tell your child that there are options, because when that teenager at that young age is exposed to sexual intercourse and that teenager have an unplanned pregnancy, there's so many consequences. I'm mentioning some health issues. Imagine a young child having to deal with HIV/AIDS from just one sexual intercourse, because you only take one, just one. You might think your partner is being faithful to you, and that partner might have other partners. So I would say that is it. But one thing, and let me just mention 3 points. Number one, abstinence still work. To prevent pregnancy, abstinence is number one. Abstinence still work. Number two, I would say be faithful to your partner. Because if you are being faithful to your partner and you guys are using contraceptive together, it prevents, the unnecessary bygones. And again, you also get to prevent some STIs from coming, some sexually transmitted infection from being passed down from your partner to each other. And number C, I would say condom use. Condom is not that expensive. Walk into a store. Nigeria, it is accessible in any store. In a pharmacy, there's no stigmatization there. Go and get it. Buy. Because if a teenage gets pregnant and goes to a healthcare facility, the nurses there may not be kind to that teenager. And that's another issue on its own. So just prevent it. Let us prevent it. I think prevention in this situation is better than dealing with the consequences of the pregnancy, because we need to reduce maternal mortality. That is the goal, and that's the goal for me. I'm not preaching contraceptive use, but I'm saying that instead of having to deal with the consequences of teenage pregnancy, let us encourage them to use it than for us to deal with a female, adding to the maternal mortality rates and also having to deal with other issues, even to the child and the other disease that come with it.